There are different ways of listening to music. Many people want to experience it in its pure form without distracting explanations, opening their minds unconditionally to the notice to let themselves be seduced and carried away. This does not mainly apply to music with which we are familiar, but equally so to music from areas that they are new and unknown to us. However, for those wishing to learn more of the background of the teen music, there is a rich of stories and tales dated back over 4,000 years of real people, their livings, hardships, moral, and dream in China. Qin to me is one of the most fascinating aspects of Chinese traditional culture. When I know the Qin in the year 2009, I gained the opportunity to further my PhD study in Beijing, China, academical Chinese medical science. On the first month in Beijing, I have hardship in Beijing, and I also suffer insomnia. I go to the CD shop. I heard the first pure music. I asked the shop manager, "What is this sound?" He told me that is Guqin. At night, during I bring it back to my home, I play it on, and then in my nighttime, I dream back this sound on and on. I wake up and carry on to search out the possibility to learn more about Guqin. I searched this sound. What is that? This is named Flowing Water. It's recorded in 1977 as performed by Guqin, was including one of the musical selecting on the Voyager Golden Record, which was sent into outer space by NASA on the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 spacecraft. Pleasantly, Guqin enjoyed a passionate following around the world, with numberless large Qin societies in UK, US, Hong Kong, Asia, around the world. Guqin music was proclaimed as one of the masterpieces of oral and intangible heritage of humanity by the United Nations Education, Science and Culture Organization. I met my first Guqin teacher. He taught me many about the story of Guqin. So I would like to introduce for you to know more about Guqin. Guqin notebook contain words like waterfall, spring. Even the different figuring techniques are often described in terms of behavior and motion of bird and other animal. For example, there are tones. They are to mimic the string call of a dancing quan, or sounds made by fish. The playing technique, notation, history, uses, and aesthetics of Guqin collectively form of a complete system called the study of Qin. This system is deep and broad, not only representing Chinese traditional culture but also reflecting Chinese philosophy, history, and literature. No other instrument embodies traditional Chinese culture as fully like Guqin. In its unique way, Qin music leads us straight into the heart of Chinese culture. The Guqin is the musical instrument which is the most associated with the traditional Chinese literature. Guqin has long been associated with China scholarly class. It is one of the classical four arts of scholar. As early as Tang Dynasty, playing the Qin has associated itself as one of the four gentlemanly skill, or 4 Yi, was included along with chess, calligraphy, and painting as suitable lecture pursuit for a scholar. In China, we don't have religion, but to me, it's more inspiring to my life. Qin music also contains passage embodying China or Fung philosophy, same as religion idea, like as Confucianism, with its how to live as a good citizen. For Taoism, instruct us how to live in harmony with nature, and Buddhism with its thoughts on how to achieve insight into the ultimate meaning of existence. There's a two overseas scholar. One is come from Netherlands called Robert Van Giller. In 1940, he wrote in his essential essay, "The law of the Chinese loop is the only instrument the playing of which have been considered from the ancient times as a means of reaching enlightenment." And the other scholar is called Miss Cecilia Liquidwitz from Sweden. He also write about Guqin. Talking about in my TCM aspect research, the function of Guqin is divided into two parts. The first part is self-cultivation of mind, including personality, mentality, and spirit. The other part is cultivation of our body, is Yan Shen, regarding a method of meditation self-cultivation through the Qigong. So I write that the paper is Guqin Guide by Guqin Music in 2011. The paper is published in China. Talking about cultivation of our mind, Yan Xin, we are using ring finger to playing Guqin. Is related to heart meridian. Is enhancement of our heart meridian. Cultivating life is to nurturing heart first. What is your choice? Health cultivations, psychology cultivation, or moral cultivation? I think all the answer is the same. Moral cultivation is more important. In conclusion, Guqin is a shortcut to mind-body health harmony. I come from China, Hong Kong. I am a Chinese medicine practitioner working in Hong Kong over 15 years. Many Hong Kong local people are suffer psychosomatic problem. Everyone remember we are suffer umbrella revolution in 2014. Many patients come to me. Their sickness is come from psychosomatic problem. Our TCM ancestors suggest us taking music therapy before herbs, before medicine. Music is medicine. So I now to start to explain my PhD research paper, which is finished in 2012 year. The purpose of my paper to investigate the intervention effects of using traditional Chinese Guqin music and calligraphy art as a medicine for patients with insomnia on HRV, heart rate coherence, and brain EEG FFEZ for indication of mind-body health enhancement. Method: 90 cases of patients with primary insomnia symptoms, according to the random number being generated statistically, were assigned to control group 30, Guqin group 30, calligraphical group 30, consecutive intervention for 8 weeks, 5 days a week, were assigned half hours before sleep to the patients, either listen to Guqin music or chasing Chinese calligraphic characteristic with brush for 30 minutes. HRV and FEZ EEG signal was recorded in Hong Kong Ian TCM Healthcare Center on the 0 for 8 weeks, totally 3 times for each patient during the pre and post intervention period for 3 minutes at rest and 30 minutes intervention period. Either listen to Guqin music or writing calligraphy while the control patients just remaining on the rest condition. Ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to my Guqin group. Now is the time to listen my Guqin performance for 2 minutes. All of you listening to the Guqin and get the result is like that. The fourth week in listening to Guqin music comparing to pre-rest period, higher low frequency range HRV of coherence was found with marginal significance, and heart rate was significantly reduced. For listening to Guqin music and or calligraphic intervention, F is a delta, F is a theta, and F is a alpha waves in 8th week comparing to the 0th week showed significant enhanced effect between the 3 groups. For heart rate, F is a delta and F is a theta waves. Calligraphic group showed significantly higher than the Guqin group and the control group. Conclusion: research results on Guqin music and calligraphic intervention act as medicine proved efficiency in promoting heart rate coherence and also optimum brain functions, thereby contributing to clinical application of traditional Chinese medicine psychology for patients with insomnia syndrome. As a basis of behavior cognitive therapy, these are also the positive mental health of mind and body for transfer of state and trait, as an effective method to alleviate the symptoms of sleep disorders. Calligraphy can bring mind-body harmony and optimal brain function. This means that Guqin music with calligraphic intervention can be helpful in promoting physical and mental health in both heart and brain for patients with insomnia, that means positive psychologically intervention. It means heart cultivation and brain cultivation. In the end of my speech, Guqin is a way of sound of emptiness. As a VP of Guqin International Health Cultivation Association, we hope get your help in scientific research and enhance of music therapy research level. I am sincere hope we can integrate together with Western music therapy methodology to become one.